Hello students, how are you? I hope that all of you are very fine. Now let's see 1.2 class 10 The Thief Story. This story is written by Ruskin Bond, an Indian author. The Thief's Story is a very simple and heartwarming story about a small time thief and a man who robs. Okay? And finally, what happens with the person that we will see in the story in detail. But before starting the story, let's see what is given in the warming up activity. First activity is about the story. Read the following incident. Actually, here is given one incident, and on that there is given the activity. Lokesh had always been a class topper in tests and examinations. However, invariably, he used foul means during exams to gain those high marks. Once, on the day of history examination, Lokesh realized that his classmate and friend Farhan came all prepared for maths instead of history. Farhan had become desperate, so Lokesh offered to let him copy from his answer sheet, since Farhan sat just behind him. Farhan refused. He said, "It's all right even if I get a zero, but I can call it my own zero. I do not want to score a single mark unearned. Cheating in exams is for cowards, not me." These words were a turning point in Lokesh's life. He gave up cheating forever. He worked hard for what he desired and never ever used false measures to acquire anything. This is the incident. Now let's see what is given here. In the given story, which words or phrases can be replaced by the following ones? Now let's see. In the incident, there are given the words or the phrases, but there are some words which are replaced here. Okay, let's see the activity in detail. The first word is became aware. Became aware, that means realize. And the realize, that word comes in line number 3. Realized. Lokesh realized. Okay, that means became aware. Always, that the word comes in second line. That means invariably. What that mean? Always means invariably. Okay. Third word is very upset and helpless. That means desperate. And that the word desperate comes in line number 5. Next word is cheating. Cheating means foul. What does it mean? It means foul. And that word comes in second line. Without working for it, that means unearned. And the unearned word comes in line number 8. A sudden change. Sudden change means turning point, and that the word comes in line number 10. These words were a turning point in Lokesh's life. Okay, so there comes the word turning point. Gain or achieve, that means acquire, and the acquire, that word comes in line number 11. Okay, this is the activity. So we have seen here those words or the phrases, those come in the incident that are replaced here. Okay, now let's see the B activity. Summarize the incident in 6 to 8 lines, making Lokesh the narrator. How can you begin here? I was always a class topper. That means who are you here in the incident? In the incident, that means you have to make here 6 or 8 lines that Lokesh is the narrator. Okay, now let's see. We will start the story. How can we do this? I was always a class topper in tests and examinations. Where? In examinations and tests. However, I have to accept that I invariably used false means to gain those high marks. Okay, that means what did we consider here? As the Lokesh narrator. Okay, and Lokesh is narrating the story. So what did I say here? However, I have to accept that I invariably used false means to gain those high marks. Once, on the day of the history examination, the day was the history examination, Paran became very desperate as he had come prepared for maths. Actually, it was a day of history examination, but Paran came there desperately how he had come prepared for maths, and so he became very desperate here instead of history. Why? Because instead of history, what did he do? He worked hard here for maths. I offered to let him copy from my answer sheet, but Paran refused because he was different kind of a student, saying that he didn't want to score a single unearned mark. Okay, unearned means without working for it. If I didn't work for it, then how can I thought here that marks were mine? Okay, that's the question. So he didn't want to score a single unearned mark, and that cheating was for whom? The timid persons or cowards. This was a turning point in my life. That means Lokesh is the narrator. So we have to use here my life. And from then I gave up cheating and learned to work hard for whatever I wanted here. Okay. And never used that foul measures to acquire anything. Okay. What did we see here? We have framed the story here mentioning Lokesh as the narrator. I hope that you have understood the story. In the next video, we will see about the author Ruskin Bond and the story The Thief's Story. Okay. Thank you. Bye bye.